JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, retired frontline crime fighter Hawks shot in Waltham, gun attack. Retired frontline crime fighter Detective Inspector Donovan O'Connor, popularly known as Hawks, was shot and injured during a gunfight on 81 Lane off Waltham Park Road in St Andrew on Friday afternoon. The police have confirmed the incident. O'Connor is said to have confronted men who were acting suspiciously while he was in the area on personal business, but they were reportedly quicker on the draw and opened fire in his direction. He was shot in the face and arm, but his injuries are said to be not considered life-threatening. A woman was also reportedly injured in the incident. A heavy detachment of police and soldiers were in the area up to 4 p.m. on Friday, trying to pick up clues in their bid to track down the gunmen. O'Connor's very name and aliases, including One a Day, drove fear into the hearts of criminals when he worked in various police divisions, including St Andrew South, that covers the Waltham Park Road area, and nearby St Andrew Central. He reportedly served for close to 40 years in the Jamaica Constabulary Force and was known to be a no-nonsense and fearless lawman. Portland pastor charged with rape of 13-year-old. Detectives assigned to the Center for the Investigation of Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse, CSOCA, have charged a 23-year-old Portland pastor with rape. The pastor has been identified as Jamar Harrison of a Johnstone Road address in Port Antonio, Portland. Reports are that the complainant, who is a 13-year-old girl, and Harrison met via social media and eventually became intimate. On December 1, 2020, the complainant and her grandmother were taken to CSOCA when it was revealed that she was pregnant. The child's grandmother was charged for failing to report to the Office of the Children's Registry. On Monday, June 7 this year, a police operation was conducted in downtown Kingston and Harrison was apprehended. He was charged after a question and answer interview in the presence of his attorney. He was remanded in custody to attend court on June 17. Police seized 2 firearms and ammunition in St Andrew, a Ruger .380 pistol, along with 6 rounds of ammunition, and a Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol, along with 4 9mm cartridges, were seized during targeted raids on Tarrant Drive and Robert Close in St Andrew on Thursday, June 10, the police have reported. According to the Halfway Tree Police, between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m., police searched approximately 8 premises in the communities and the firearms found in 2 of them. No one was arrested. However, investigations are ongoing, the police said. Wife of rape accused, St. James pastor, arrested. Kimoy Rose, the wife of the St. James pastor, who was formerly charged with the rape of a 15-year-old girl earlier this week, has turned herself into the police. She was named as a person of interest in the matter after the child claimed that she, along with the accused pastor, Jason Rose, and the child's mother, tried to convince her to tell the police that her initial accusation of rape was untrue. The pastor's wife and the girl's mother, who was arrested yesterday, have been charged with attempting to pervert the course of justice. Kimoy Rose also faces other charges under the Child Care and Protection Act. The girl has since been placed in state care. Police reported that in March, the 15-year-old student went to visit Rose and his family at his home, located on church premises at 62 Barnett Street in Montego Bay. It is alleged that during the visit, Rose pushed the student on a bed in a room and had sexual intercourse with her against her will. The matter was later reported to the police. Wharf worker escapes prison time in $20 million cocaine bust. Kingston Freeport Terminal stevedore Sean Taylor was yesterday fined $325,000 or 3 months imprisonment after he pleaded guilty to possession of cocaine. The other charges of dealing in cocaine, conspiracy and importing cocaine were dismissed in the Kingston and the St Andrew Parish Court. Attorney-at-law Abel Dunfoot made an impassioned plea for the 44-year-old man not to face a prison sentence. The police had reported that about 3:15 a.m. on Saturday, June 27, 2019, Taylor was aboard a cargo vessel that arrived from Colombia, where he was caught offloading the cocaine, which was concealed under the anchor. The drugs, which weighed approximately 22 pounds, had an estimated street value of $20 million. Foote argued that a non-custodial sentence ought to be imposed due to the unique set of circumstances of the case and the law, which is not asinine, or to take into account the fact that Taylor had a life defense of duress, which arose, in part, on the evidence of the prosecution. The judge then imposed the fine. Taylor thanked the court for the decision. Crime down by 16% in Manchester, police say. The Manchester police are reporting a 16% reduction in major crimes recorded since the start of the year, in comparison to the corresponding period last year. Acting head of the Manchester Police Division, Deputy Superintendent Lloyd Darby told Thursday's sitting of the Manchester Municipal Corporation that the parish recorded 28 less major crimes this year. He said the police have achieved a clear-up rate of 41%. We also have a clear-up rate of 41%, which we are not satisfied with, and we are working assiduously to improve, he said. There's a 45% reduction in murder, with 11 murders recorded in the parish since the start of this year, in comparison to 20 for the corresponding period last year, while there's a 14% reduction in shootings, with 12 recorded in the parish so far, in comparison to 14 for the corresponding period last year. 5 reported cases of rape were recorded since the start of this year, in comparison to 6 for the corresponding period in 2020. 10 cases of aggravated assault have been recorded since the start of this year, in comparison to 23 for the corresponding period last year. However, robberies continue to be of concern to the police, with the category recording a 33% increase, with 44 robberies recorded since the start of this year, in comparison to 33 for the corresponding period in 2020. Robbery continues to be an area that we are working to see if we can balance off, said DSP Darby. 54 break-ins were recorded since the start of this year, in comparison to 72 for the corresponding period last year, while larceny is up by 50%, with 8 recorded cases since the start of the year compared to 4 for the corresponding period in 2020. DSP Darby said in the latest case of murder, the police theorized that robbery was the motive. The last murder occurred in the Christiana area on May 31 about 6:30 p.m. The victim, a farmer by the name Jackie Wallace, 66-year-old of Tiki Tiki District, was discovered at his home with chop wounds to his face and the neck, said Darby. Information is that he was last seen alive the day before, where he was in the community drinking, and he might have been showing off some money, which we believe might be the incentive for persons who went and murdered him, added Darby. Hanover police call for Jamaica Eye. Still reeling from a number of recent killings that have made the headlines, head of the Hanover Police Division, Superintendent Sharon B. Putt, is calling for the Jamaica Eye initiative to be extended to the parish to bolster her team's crime-fighting initiatives. She made the call to local government minister Desmond McKenzie during Thursday's special sitting of the Hanover Municipal Corporation. We really need your assistance. The Jamaica Eye program, when will it reach Hanover? We need assistance. You know what is happening. We had 2 cases recently, so we really want to have that program implemented here, appealed B. Putt. McKenzie was unable to provide a specific timeline, pointing to the need to install the infrastructure needed and to find a way to pay for it. The other ministries, including local government, have been working to expand the fiber lines across the country. We're well advanced, but some of us have to put up something in order to help finance it, explained McKenzie. He promised, however, that the program will eventually be expanded across the country, adding that it is a vital part of the traffic ticketing system. Within the space of 4 days, Hanover recorded a pair of double killings in separate instances as gunmen went on a rampage in 2 separate communities. On Saturday, 2 men were shot dead and 4 others injured in the community of Mount Pleasant. Then on Wednesday, a 16-year-old boy and a 39-year-old man were shot and killed at a bar in the community of Logwood. Jamaica Eye is part of an island-wide network of camera surveillance systems designed to increase the safety of citizens by monitoring public spaces across the island and assist the authorities in responding to incidents in the event of a disaster, act of criminality, or accident. Jamaica records 6 more COVID deaths, 53 new cases. 6 Jamaicans were confirmed dead as a result of COVID-19 yesterday, while the country recorded 53 new cases of the virus over the 24-hour period. According to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the latest deaths include 5 people from St. James, a 60-year-old female, a 75-year-old female, an 86-year-old female, a 61-year-old male, and a 92-year-old male. A 46-year-old female from Clarendon was also among the latest fatalities. 4 of the newly reported deaths were previously under investigation. This brings the country's death toll to 996 and the overall COVID cases to 49,232. The new virus cases consist of 34 females and 19 males, with ages ranging from 9 months to 103 years. The cases were recorded in St. Anne, 12, St. Catherine, 9, Kingston and St. Andrew, 5, Manchester, 5, St. James, 5, Westmoreland, 4, Trelawney, 3, St. Mary, 3, Clarendon, 3, St. Elizabeth, 2, St. Thomas, 1, and Hanover, 1. The ministry said 164 patients recovered from the virus, pushing the total virus recoveries to 27,365. There are 20,499 active cases of the virus. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.